I'd like to take the opportunity to dig a little bit deeper into future market focus and product development. So I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on that. Howard, maybe you start with some headlines around that.
Yeah, I'll start off with the headlines and let Amy take over.
Yeah.
So really the idea is to start with high value quality products that have been delivered to the global marketplace and then bring in global exclusive brands into the business. And then also working with local designers for collaborations and exclusivity where we really tune the business into the local environment and make it more Malaysian in terms of what it is, in terms of what we offer.
Fantastic, yeah. So Amy, digging a little bit deeper on that concept.
Definitely to complement that, it's all about the service that we provide.
Okay.
Of course, free delivery, free assembly, that complements the product. The 14-day money-back guarantee, So if you have a problem with, shopping online for furniture, it's very comforting to know that what we do is when we bring the sofa into your home and on the spot you say, okay, it's not my vibe, we'll take it back immediately, no questions asked. And either you want to exchange the color or you want to refund the money, So, product offering goes beyond products, actually.
Yeah,
because we can create so many products, sustainable products, bringing local brands to collaborate, local designers to collaborate with, bringing in global brands. But, the service is something else.
Absolutely. So there's two definite areas there. There's the product, but the service component is absolutely critical, and the customer experience that goes with it. Fantastic. I think it's reasonable to say your plans are quite ambitious, but I think that's always been the case with you guys, hence your growth today over the last 20 years. For the benefit of, educating the market, there's a story here for consumers, there's a story here for your own employer brand, but generally speaking, a story in terms of entrepreneurship. Launching this business in Malaysia, what challenges do you see ahead? What strikes you as the major challenges that you're going to be faced with? And any thoughts how you might seek to overcome those?
I think the challenges in any marketplace are more about the communication of what you do. It's bridging the gap between the not knowing and the knowing. So you can offer whatever you like. You can have the most amazing product in the world, the most amazing service in the world. But if nobody knows about you, that's where the problem lies. So it's always about how do you build up the communication and how do you bridge the gap between the not knowing and the knowing? And I'll let Amy talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, I think localizing a brand, when it's already matured and it's got its own format, is rather challenging. I often have to explain, it's like, oh, where's this brand from, and I go through the 20 years of history, but I think that is required. The education part is required.
Got it.
So again, I take us back to content, showing our delivery service level, showing how our products are made, showing that we do have a facility here. So it's building the trust. I think essentially in any market, if you come in as a new brand to the market, essentially you have to build that trust.
Fantastic.
And that trust, sometimes you think you can actually achieve that quickly. But more often than not, you go like, oh dear, how else do we communicate this to them? And that is the most challenging part.
Awesome. So communication, content, and becoming a trusted household brand in the process in Malaysia. Fantastic. So pulling all those points together you've just described, what do you think might be the strategic priorities in all of this over the next 1 to 2 years? Yeah.
Well, the strategic priority is really about the localization of the brand and really making sure the service, the product, the environmental story, the product quality, the designer brands, and all those offerings are absolutely tuned to the Malaysian marketplace, and we provide a service that is second to none.
Awesome. So it's just about optimization.
Absolute optimization. As I said before, we control the touch points from the beginning to the end. And it's about optimizing all the points from the beginning to the end to make sure that what we offer is, as I said, second to none.
Fantastic. So guys, last question. I think it's probably the biggest question. Some of our audience, they're potentially going to be future employees of Furniture & Choice, let's say, as you expand and go on your journey. Some of our viewers are going to be consumers that go on a similar but quite different journey. I guess we'll split that into two then. So in terms of future employees, what would be the things that you'd like to share with that audience in terms of why they might like to consider an opportunity with Furniture & Choice Malaysia?
I really think that the future people joining the business are all about being dynamic and all about being able to make a difference. I think when we talk about furniture and choice, we're talking about controlling the touch points from the beginning of manufacturing to the end of service. And within all those things, we don't want it to be standard. We want it to be exceptional. And to be exceptional, you have to drive exceptional, which allows for almost like an entrepreneurial spirit within the individual areas of that. So if you talk about service, you're going to be creating the absolute level of excellence. And what does that mean and how is that delivered? Or if you're talking about product, you're talking about the absolute level of excellence in product quality, construction, or even the environmental story to go with that. So the people that are joining, we need them to be on board with that exceptional journey, that ability to make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good reason to join.
Yeah.
And I guess on the consumer side, the other part of your audience today, why might they want to join that journey with you and become loyal customers?
Yeah. Well, we are about to change the way furniture retail is in Malaysia. We are changing the landscape. We are offering affordable luxury. We are offering impeccable service. So that's definitely something you'd want to be a part of.
That sounds very positive. That actually sounds like a very appropriate point to end today's discussion. So I'd like to say thank you to you both. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Amy, for sharing all of that. And obviously wish you the very best of luck on this amazing journey you're about to go on. So thank you.
Thank you.